be making banana balls. Then add a banana to the egg yolk. And once you've dipped the banana in the egg yolk, add it in there. So you want to make sure you're covering the banana. Make sure no banana is exposed. So making sure there's no exposure to the banana, because if there is, the banana will melt in the oil. So this breadcrumb acts as a protective layer to stop the banana from coming out of shape and melting in the oil. And the egg yolk helps to keep the breadcrumb binded to the banana, which helps the breadcrumb to stick to the banana and give it that protective coating that it needs to thrive in that oil. As long as your oil is in the right temperature, which I normally like to have my oil around about 170 to 175. I have to be very careful and making sure I'm in control of that heat, because I don't want these banana balls to burn. You want them in a nice golden brown colour. And as you can see, I've added the banana into the yolk. It goes with the breadcrumbs after. Make sure you're dripping out that excess yolk. There we go in the container. Shut the lid. Give it a nice little shake to help get it all together. Then mould each one individually with your hand. I like to normally just sprinkle on one side, pat, 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 turn it over, sprinkle, pat, pat, and keep rolling it and just keep repeating that process so the breadcrumb sticks to the banana and gives it that perfect coating that it needs to prevent it from melting in the oil. And this is the same process of how you make mozzarella balls. They're normally binded by egg yolk and coated with breadcrumbs. Take care when you're doing this, because you want your banana ball to come out looking great, tasting great. And I think this process is one of the most important processes, which is making sure there's no banana exposed to the harsh elements in the homemade deep fryer. Once you coat it, it starts to get a nice finished product of a banana coated in breadcrumbs. Make sure you're lightly tapping down. Don't want to tap it too hard, you can break the banana. Banana's quite delicate as it is. And if you want to find out how to get breadcrumbs like this, which is nice, it's kind of like a white golden sort of colour. You don't just get this sort of breadcrumb from any sort of bread. So if you want to find out what bread it took me to get this perfect, beautiful, soft breadcrumb, then follow the channel. Like and subscribe, follow all that good stuff. You'll get to learn on munchie time. Little light bites, I call these. Little one bite snacks. And then you get a product like that. And when you're putting these in, be careful but efficient. Once they're all in, they don't take long to cook. So you want to be very careful when you're cooking these banana balls. Because they tend to cook on one side and then you have to flip it and get that same colour on the other side. And now it's going a little bit golden brown on one of these sides. You flip it. Be careful not to poke it with the fork, or else it could break that protective cover which the breadcrumbs provide for the banana balls. And then the banana can spill out into the oil. And as you can see, starting to become hard and firm. We want it to be a little bit more coloured than that. We want a nice golden colour. When it starts to become golden, hard and firm, that's when you know your banana balls are done. And I'd recommend putting it, once they're done, you put it on a nice clean tea cloth, preferably a brand new one that's only used for food, and just let the oil drain onto that. So if you don't taste very nice, you definitely taste the banana flavour. And where it's got a light protective cover from the breadcrumbs, you can actually taste more of the banana flavour. Rather, if it was in the batter, then you know, be hard to taste it. You don't taste it more as you do when you coat it in breadcrumbs. And now the banana balls are almost done. We'll get our plate ready. And that's what the breadcrumb also helps to prevent any oil from going inside, and you know, when you take that bite out of it, you're not going to get oil in your mouth. So that breadcrumb is giving it that protective layer, keeping that oil out and cooking the banana inside and making the breadcrumbs crispy and cooking the outer layer. As you can see, they're getting a little bit darker. They're still a little bit soft. A little bit of hardness from the breadcrumb. And we want it until the breadcrumb starts to harden and gets crispy, and there's no soft bits on the banana ball. That's when you know it's done. So we cook it a little bit more longer. These taste similar to banana fritters. If anyone's had banana fritters before, which you normally get from the Chinese. You know, I do like a nice Chinese takeaway, and sometimes on an occasion I might get a banana fritter. They normally coat it with golden syrup. Golden syrup is quite nice with these. They're very nice even without anything. Also nice coated in sugar as well. It's at home, you always keep one hand on the handle to prevent the saucepan from falling. Always work safe when you're heating up oil or cooking anything in the kitchen. Very important. And as you can see, we now have once you've done all that, we now have a perfect banana balls. Look at that. Nice, beautiful golden colour, crispy.
Maybe I'll show you a bit.
In the inside, beautiful soft banana cooked. Very flavour, very nice. Recommend.